I notice you. Ooh woo. Hi guys. Welcome to the stream. I am super excited to reveal that I have a new ping tuber. If you can see, he can do all of these different expressions now. Um, and I'm really excited. Um, it's fun. Um, yeah, give it a second. It'll show up. It'll show up. But yeah, look at all these like fun little guys. This one doesn't fit in my stream, but that's okay. We have this little guy, which is definitely my favorite one that I made. Um, Look how cute he is. He's just so cute. Um, yeah, I don't know really what I'm gonna be drawing today. I kind of like, I'm kind of just like doing whatever. I have this like comic I'm working on. This is a practice sheet just to like figure out how to make a comic because I've literally never made one before. But like, uh, I I don't want to work on it anymore. I need to just have some fun, and I want to design Evan, which is the second character in my comic that I'm making, and I want to do some character design stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I think I did some reference hunting on Pinterest. I am trying to like come up with Evan from scratch because I don't want to base it off the real person that he's based off of, like his personality is based off of, and the events that happened are based off of. I want him to be like a completely original character, so there's plausible deniability. Um, but I have a couple references that are on my Pinterest, so we'll go over there. He's a guitar player, right? He's like a musician, and he's like all of these musicians are like scrawny as fuck, okay? And he's like a more buff kind of dude. Like he's kind of got some muscles. Um, like he's not as twinky. Um, I am the twink, but that's okay. Hi Lupadia, it's so nice to see you in a stream. I love when you're making it in the streams, and oh, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. I love being seen as a cool person. Um, but yeah, I'm just looking for like a reference that would actually work for like this ref sheet that I'm gonna make for Evan. Um, because I don't really know what I'm doing. So we're gonna, oh, here we go. This is kind of similar to what Evan looks like. His face is completely different, but this is more of his body type, just a little thicker. Kind of like this. This is very Evan's body type. I think I'll use this as a reference. So I'll save it to my little Evan folder. And I also download the images so I can go into Milanote or Milanote. I'm not sponsored, okay, but I like them. I like it a lot. I usually use Milanote for like organizing my references. This is basically like my comic construction notes. I haven't updated it in a little bit, but there's basically the general outline of the storyline. And then here's where I'm going to sort my production and like characters and character reference sheets. And then here's my character design notes because I've been researching how to make a good character, right? So there's that. There's my dynamic poses notes. So Milanote's great for like organizing things. I'm gonna make a new card just for Evan. Just because I'm like brainstorming still. This is not how you do it. Can you please? Thank you. Okay, board. Evan. Can we go in? Using this on your iPad is not as intuitive as using it on your laptop, but it works. Okay, so we're gonna add my little notes for Evan. So storm that brain. Exactly. Okay. So, here's some of my notes, my visual notes for Evan. We can also draw on here? Awesome. Okay. So, I want him to kind of have like a wider frame, right? So, we'll do like a wide frame. And kind of wider. He's wider on the top, got this like kind of like that. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I know this doesn't make sense to you. This kind of note taking, I swear to God, only makes sense to artists. And it's definitely guitar that he plays. He is able to play bass, but guitar is his primary music thing, and he also sings. Songwriter. That's like his main thing. And then I also want him to, okay, his like personality, I want to take notes on, because making sure that you get the character's personality to show up in the drawing is really important. Oh, I know, Minecraft Gold is useless. It is. You're right, you're correct. So he's a bit hot-tempered. He's kind to a fault. And then he starts to kind of like slowly deteriorate into like kind of like he's kind of like, the thing is about Evan, he's based off of a real person, so he's got like a lot of that person's history. He's obviously going to like defer a lot, but he has a lot of things in common with that person. So skating, he's like a music buff. Like he loves, he's got classical musical education. So classical music education. He took a lot of classes. He wasn't a choir kid, but he loved like a lot of this stuff. Oh, it's not a self-insert. Blake is my self-insert. See, this story... Yeah, he doesn't suck super bad in the story. In this story, he's actually a decent musician, okay? Because I have to make him an actually likable character. I can't just completely, like, roast the fuck out of him as much as I would like to. I have to make this character, Evan, actually a likable person. Even though in the end he is actually, like, a villain, right? He's not a good person. Evan is a terrible person. And I want him to start off like kind of having this mask of being a kind, like soft person, appears like he's like a soft person. And his aesthetic is not like this like edgy aesthetic. He's not edgy. He's not edgy. He's like more like pop, indie kind of like vibes. And he's blonde. Oops. What is going on here? Don't do this to me. What? iPad, no. Don't do this to me. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose it. Did you see that? Did you see that, you guys? Yes, I am kind for sparing Evan 80% of his sources cringe. You're right. Also, I just want to, like, warn you guys, yes, bad iPad. Do you see that? It deleted all my notes that I just took. I have to rewrite them. But, anyway, so as a preparation for you guys, I have been having some of the worst, like, chronic health issues. So I might have to take frequent breaks. I will try to be fast. I have my medication for this problem on the way, but it needs a prior authorization, so I haven't been able to have access to my medication. So it's been driving me freaking crazy. But I finally got a hold of that doctor, and he finally is gonna send the prior authorization, so I'll finally be able to get my medication, so I won't have to run around all over the place anymore. But breaks, important. So I will frequently use the bathroom because, you know, some people are like, the thing is about disabilities, they're not all, like, a lot of them are embarrassing as all shit. And I have a bladder disability, so I have to pee all the time. And that's just part of my life. So I have to take frequent breaks, and I'm really sorry. But anyway, oh my god, we'll redo these notes. Okay. He's like hot-tempered. He's passionate. He's very passionate. A very passionate individual. Opinionated. He thinks he's right about pretty much everything. He kind of has an arrogant quality of him. Especially around his music. He thinks he knows the most. Thinks he's the smartest person in the room. He also believes he's kind of a little entitled. He's kind of like, he's got this entitlement problem. Because he grew up rich, okay? And Blake grew up poor. So they have like this dynamic of like, Evan just kind of has this idea like money will just come out of nowhere. He doesn't have to work. Oh, yes, he does actually. That's insane. That's so accurate. I'm writing that down. Arpeggio, bro. I can't tell you how many. So this character is based off of my ex, right? This comic is about my personal experiences with domestic violence, and Evan is the abuser. He is the guy who almost killed me. And like, Arpeggio, bro, you don't even know how many rants I listened to about musical terminology, and he would just throw in the word like arpeggio, or like he would talk about like musical theory all the time. And he's very into music theory, so I'll write that down. Music theory. But I listened to so many rants. No, it's not bad. It's actually funny. It's so funny. It's so funny that you got that, because like his entire personality revolves around his music. So it's very like he tries to like assert his dominance in a way that's like, oh, I know the most about music. I know how to read sheet music. Like, I'm so smart. So like he's gives off that energy of like, I know so much about music. And so I'm gonna write like guitar, because I just realized that I have a couple bass references in here. But yeah, I mean, he can play instruments. That's the thing. He is okay at playing instruments. I wouldn't say he's the best at singing. He thinks he is, but he's good at guitar, okay? He's decent. He's not the best. He's not the worst. He can play some good songs on guitar. Not the best voice, though. Not the best voice. So, there's my notes. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Okay. Can he isolate? Oh my god, I just sat on my cat. He stole my spot. I'm so sorry, Nugget. Oh, I feel so bad. Are you okay? He's literally fine. He just wants to steal my spot. Because it's warm. Anyway. Alright, I'm back, you guys. Can he isolate overtones on guitar? I have no idea what that even means. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm gonna have to like probably learn some music theory in order to make his character make sense. So we're gonna have to learn music theory. I'm gonna write that down. Learn some basic music theory. What is that? What is this? Okay. Did you hear that sus chord? Yes, exactly. He will literally, like, okay? He, like, judges and analyzes every song ever, okay? All right. Okay. So I think this is a good base for, like, his personality. When it comes to, like, the romantic part, I want him to be, like, he's very passionate, but he's not very forgiving. Well, you're going to have to teach me some useless music theory knowledge, because I'm going to need some of that for my writing. I want this character to be accurate, you know. He's not, let's see, he's not forgiving. He's also, like, kind of, like, domineering. But then he's also, like, manipulative. But he will do, like, love bombing. And buy stuff all the time. So, he also, let's see, he has a history, okay? This man has trauma. He is absolutely traumatized. That's why he's an asshole. Everybody has their reasons, okay? Everybody has their excuses as to why they allow themselves to be assholes. And that's a huge part of his character, okay? He has been through so much. He has been through some fucked up shit. And I think, really, like, a big point in life, if you experience trauma, you have two options, okay? You can either let that trauma change you in a bad way and turn you into a vengeful, vindictive, angry person that takes out your trauma on other people and blames kind of everyone and victimize yourself and be like, oh, like, woe is me, like, everything horrible happens to me. This character is in that mindset. Like, oh, everything horrible happens to me. Nobody loves me. Like, if anything bad happens, it's somebody else's fault. It's not his fault, because he's the victim, always. He's always going to be the one who, oh, the world's just against him. The world is just against him, right? And then there's another option, okay? We would like to see this character turn around and learn from his mistakes and be like, oh, you know what? Just because I went through shitty things does not make me, like, justified in being a shitty person. And use the shitty things that he went through to fuel his music, his creativity, his career. He doesn't do that. We would like to see him do that, but, you know, we think he's going to do that. He doesn't. He falls down the path of, well, everything horrible always happens to me, and it's all everybody else's fault. It's not my fault. And he can't take responsibility. He has trouble taking responsibility. You know what? He loves pineapple on pizza. And so do I, okay? He loves pineapple. Let's give him some likable traits, because I feel like this is all his, like, not great traits. He's deep. He's very emotionally deep. He's very emotional and deep. And he's very analytical. We are not crazy. Pineapple on pizza slaps. Okay? If you don't like it, you suck. Okay, these are the messiest notes, but it makes sense to me, and that's all that really matters. Okay? Okay. These are my notes. We're going to go over to Procreate and we're going to start sketching. So I'm going to insert some of the references just so I have them. We'll do this one because I feel like it's the most similar to the bodies that I'm trying to draw. So where's my sketchy brush? Okay, head. And he's got kind of like a squarish frame ends. Oh, he's a Chrome guy. Yeah, he likes Google. He doesn't use Firefox. He's not smart about his privacy like that. He trusts the government, which is a mistake. Oh God, Safari. I hate Safari. I use Firefox. I'm a Firefox user. I love Firefox. Okay, he's got this kind of a thicker neck and a thicker frame. It's got big shoulders, and I want those to be like apparent. He's got this arm coming up, playing guitar. My messy sketches are insane. I understand that they absolutely don't make sense to most people. I feel like they make sense to me, and that's as long as I get the general idea of like the shape that I'm trying to draw. I usually know what I'm doing. Sometimes when I look back though, after drawing, and like let's say I don't finish a sketch after this like messy sketch phase, I will not know what the fuck is going on. Okay, I won't. I will be like, what was I trying to do here? I got this like frame like this. I'd say he's a pen guy. He definitely is not a pencil guy. And he doesn't have good handwriting. It's a little messy. It's a little quick. He's impatient. He's an impatient person, so he's very fast about everything he does. And he's got his top surgery scars. And then he's like kind of buff, but like not too buff, you know? And then we draw the body, the hips, and he does not drive. He does not have a car. Never learned how to drive. It wasn't really necessary in the city he grew up in. They're in Seattle. The setting is Seattle. The public transit system in Seattle is like really good, and a lot of people use the bus system. So it's not like super, like a lot of kids learn how to drive in Seattle, but a lot of kids also just never bother. Like a lot of my friends never bothered to learn how to drive because they live in a major city. Like there's not really a point. Oops. And obviously my sketch is looking awful. So we're going to go to my favorite tool, which is Liquify. And we're going to just make the proportions make more sense because it just was basically just rough sketching it. And this doesn't look right. His torso is too skinny. His head looks a little small. This arm looks too small and wonky. There. That looks a little better. We got the guitar here. And neck here. And then arm here. And his head needs to be bigger, I think. Not that big, but there. That's a good question. Is he lefty or righty? He's right-handed, I think. There is a left-handed person in my story. Maddie is the character name. And it's based off of my wife, Julia! Who's playing Minecraft right now. Isn't even paying attention to the chat. She's like, hi! Hey, babe. Oh my god. So, is this Undertale music? I'm playing DMCA free, what's it called? Lo-fi? And I think it's like video game music that's been lo-fi-ized. Worst mod ever, I know. No, we love you. We love you. You're not the worst mod. It's okay. Oh no, not a server on hard mode, dude. I never play on hard mode in Minecraft. Like, I'm not good at that game. Like, the only reason I play Minecraft is to build stuff. I never have actually, like, played through the whole game before. And he's a Vans guy. He likes his Vans. Favorite ice cream? Neapolitan. Combo of all the bests. And the thing is, he gets top surgery in the middle of the story, so maybe I'll add him wearing a binder instead of his surgery scars. Listen, I'm being so nice. I'm being so nice right now, and it is difficult. Listen, I'm not an evil person, but I'm not gonna pretend that I'm, like, the nicest human being, and I'm always perfect all the time. Sometimes I'm a bit of a bitch. And since this character is based off of an ex who almost killed me, I really want to be mean. But I also have to remember that I can't make him out to be an asshole throughout the whole story because I want my audience to like him and be shocked at his behavior. Because that's how I experienced it. I want them to go through what I experienced. So, can he disassemble a pen and put it back together? I don't know. I'm going to say no. Because he's not the kind of person to do something like that. If his pen falls apart, he's just going to throw it away and buy a new one. He's not that kind of person. If something is, like, broken, he's not the type of person to fix it. He's the type of person to just go buy a new one because money comes to him and, like, so easily. He just doesn't have, like, that work ethic of, like, oh, I want to try and make my stuff last a long time. Like, it's very, like, oh, if this stops working, I'll just buy a new one. So he never learned how to put something back together in that way. It's just kind of frustrating for him, and he gets really frustrated. He's, like, a hot-tempered person, right? So if he gets frustrated, he gives up. If it doesn't come easily to him, he doesn't put in the work to make it happen. And I think that's, like, a huge character flaw for him. And, like, I think if he put in some effort into learning some new things, he might actually get far, you know? Because it's not like he's an inherently bad person, you know? It's not like he's a terrible person. He's very passionate. He's very creative. He could learn how to market his music better. But he expects someone to just find him and pick him up and sign him to a label. He doesn't think he's going to have to put in the work to actually make it happen. Does he have a water bottle? No, he's not really a water carrier. He'll just buy a water bottle. He buys smart water. He loves smart water. He's kind of bougie. He grew up from, like, a rich house, right? So they didn't have a water filter. They just straight up bottled water. Like crazy people. I don't know about y'all, but I would rather buy a filter instead of, like, plastic all the time. I'm gonna take a hand break for a sec and just stare at this sketch. My brain hurts. I've been drinking way too much caffeine, I think, and it's not good for me. But then, just after saying that, I'm like, I should get more coffee. It's the only thing that helps me focus. I really think I have ADHD, but my doctor's like, you have DID and PTSD, so I can't tell if it's ADHD or just your dissociative symptoms that make it hard for you to focus. And I'm like, I would really like to be able to focus on things and not get distracted and tired. Caffeine is good in moderation. Yeah, I don't know how to moderate myself when it comes to coffee. I throw it back like I'm trying to black out from caffeine overdose. Like, it's bad. I think I drink like 3 or 4 cups in the morning. Like, it's a lot. It's probably not good for me, especially because I have POTS, and it's like, it definitely triggers my POTS. I just drink more water to cancel it out. Which my cardiologist is probably not happy with me, but I haven't seen her in a while, and because my POTS hasn't been like as bad, so I've just been like not wanting to deal with it because I'm like I know how to manage it, you know. You it's diet and lots of water and temperature regulation stuff and what's it like little compression socks. It's not like a life-threatening illness or anything, so I kind of am just like whatever, you know. It's annoying. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I have to use a wheelchair when it's like super hot outside if I want to go out and about. Like, let's say I want to go downtown to like go to the library or something. I would definitely bring my wheelchair because I live in San Diego and it's a fucking desert outside. But lately it's been humid too, which is even worse. What class would he pick in D&D? I don't think he plays D&D. He doesn't know how to play D&D. It's not interesting to him. It's not his thing. He's not into fantasy. I play Skyrim. I don't play D&D, but I always pick Khajiit or elf, like a dark elf, because I like magic and I also like being sneaky. I really appreciate the stealth skills, because stealth I feel like is really important. So yeah, I do a lot of like stealth characters whenever I play like any kind of fantasy role-playing game type thing. I've always wanted to play D&D, but I've never found anyone who's patient enough to play with me and like teach me the whole experience and how to do it. Also, I'm really bad at math, and I know that math is part of it to some extent. I don't know how much math is involved, but I know that I cannot do even like some of the most simple math in my head, and I have to use a calculator, so I get really embarrassed about my ineptitude when it comes to like numbers and math. I can understand basic resolution and stuff like that and like digital math for my stuff, but yeah. Have you drunk enough non-caffeinated water? I have water right here. Just clean, crisp ice water. Delicious. So hydrating. Woo! Yeah, that caffeine's really hitting. I just finished my coffee, so I'm like buzzing. Anyway, let's do the better sketch of this. Do some. He's got kind of like a wide set jaw. Water is so good. People who don't like water kind of like freak me out. Sleep is also good. Yes, go sleep, Lopadia. Get some rest. It was fun to see you in the stream. I'm glad you were able to make it. Okay, hi guys. Sorry I took a bit of a longer break than expected. There was some stuff going on with the fam, so I just needed to talk to my wife for a second. But hello. Hello, Khalil. It's good to see you. I'm glad you were able to make it to the stream. Yeah, I kind of did. I forget when I'm going to stream, and I don't have the best schedule. I'm sorry. My schedule's all over the place. But I'm glad you could make it. Hi, Corn Cob. My Pookums. My Pookums is here. I'm okay. I've been like having a bit of a flare up for the past couple days, but other than that, I'm all right. It's just been like I've just been exhausted and sleeping a lot. Um, I haven't really left my house much today. I woke up super late because my sleep schedule has been like completely ruined by my mental illness. So I've just been like up until like 4 in the morning and then sleeping all day. So I haven't really done much today. I woke up, I hung out with my wife for a bit, and now I am just drawing. This song's really annoying. I don't know what it is. World of Warcraft. Don't like it. Really annoying. Okay. You've been animating on Procreate all day? That's awesome. I've been learning some stuff about animation so that I can eventually make some animated stuff of my characters. Just for promotion, mostly. And for fun. I'm not an animator. Like, that's not what I do. But I want to learn just for fun. You actually got me interested in learning, Khalil. I've been watching a lot of videos on how to make like turnaround animations, and I want to do one for my characters for this comic as like a reference. I really do have some of the messiest line art known to man. Just because I hate doing line art. Ooh, animation in Total Drama Island style. Yes. That is a good idea. I'd love to see that, Khalil. Oh yeah, the walk cycle is also something I need to learn. Weekend plans? I love staying home and not doing anything, Khalil. You're so funny. You're like, oh, you do things? No, I do not do anything. I sit at home. I might watch Twilight with my Pookums. We're in the middle of binge watching all of them. Ooh, Shrek onesie. That's fun. I love that. I don't. I don't have a costume. I might be a vampire if I end up dressing up, which is kind of something I always do, just because I'm obsessed with vampires. But I don't really like go anywhere for Halloween, so I don't really see like a point in dressing up. Also, we don't get any trick or treaters at our house, which kind of sucks. But um, no kids really want to trick or treat around our neighborhood, so I don't really like see a huge point in dressing up. I also don't. I don't like go to any Halloween parties. I'm not like a huge party person anymore. I used to be, but not so much anymore. So I don't think I have anything. I'll probably just be at home, maybe watching some horror movies. I am definitely a homebody. I don't leave my house. Like, I'm serious. Like, I don't go places. I mean, I'm disabled. There's not a lot of things that I can do that are like super accessible, you know? when it comes to disabilities stuff. So there's a lot of things I can't do. And I don't like crowds. I like people. I like hanging out with people. I like talking to people. I like getting to know people, but I don't like going out and like being perceived by the public. Just why I often use a ping tuber, because like being perceived is difficult for me. Oh my god, this shoe is giving me some trouble today. But I don't like having to dress up and be normal. It's difficult for me. So I tend to stay home. It's a chronic pain thing. It's also an anxiety thing. I have really bad agoraphobia. And when I say I don't leave my house, I mean I have been kind of at home and not really done anything for years. For a while there, I was in a wheelchair, and I genuinely couldn't walk without it. I was in so much pain all the time that walking caused severe pain. So I was using a wheelchair, and I was stuck in bed most of the time. I was pretty much bedbound for like 2 years. Then I had a surgery, and I'm doing so much better now. I can walk around, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and I have severe agoraphobia now. Leaving the house is terrifying because I haven't left the house in a long time. And I'm also terrified that if I do leave the house, even though I am doing better physically with my chronic pain and I have medication that helps me, I'm so scared that I'm going to be in pain and not able to get home because I'm in too much pain. Because that's happened to me before, back when I used to leave the house more often. No, I have a severe spinal problem. I also have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so I have severe joint pain. And so I have joint pain in my spine, and it developed into degenerative disc disease, and I needed a spinal surgery in order to function again. So I had a spinal surgery and multiple spinal procedures like epidurals, and then I had a surgery that removed the nerve that was being like pinched in my spine, and I still have degenerative disc disease, which still causes pain, but it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. So, it's a lot better, but I still am in pain. A lot of pain, a lot more pain than someone normal could handle. But I'm so used to being in severe chronic pain because I have multiple disabilities. So I just don't leave the house. It's easier to not. It's easier to just stay home and draw because that's what I love to do anyway. I picked up crochet. I was doing that for a minute. I still do, but I really, it's more of a hobby. I thought about doing something. I tried to do a commission for crochet, and I learned that I don't like doing crochet commissions. It's not worth enough, honestly. So I don't do crochet commissions anymore. And I have a crochet commission that I need to refund because my hand hurts and I don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, I have like joint issues. Hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome causes your joints and tendons to be really weak and just have a lot of inflammation and pain. So I have like arthritis in some of my joints. I have like a lot of inflammation, and it's something I have to be really cautious of when I go out and about, because if I walk too much, I can dislocate a joint. If I do anything crazy, I mean, I've dislocated my joints just by like trying to open a can. So I have to be really careful, and I have to take my meds. I have to wrap my joints in these ridiculous joint braces everywhere I go. I have so many ace bandages. I don't know what to do with them. I sprain everything all the time. it's just so much easier to not deal with it if I don't leave my house. Anyway, I'm getting kind of exhausted. This stream is a little shorter than I would usually like, but my brain is starting to crap out on me, and I think I need to eat something, so I'm gonna end the stream for now. But I am gonna be trying to do some more streams soon, so my schedule will change again because I want to stream more often. But yeah, I'm just so tired. My flares have been really bad lately. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, I was gonna need a lot of breaks, and I'm probably just not gonna be able to finish this piece today. Can you not get massages? Oh, massages help, but I can't afford to like hire a massage therapist. My insurance doesn't cover it. They'll cover physical therapy, so I do physical therapy. I do acupuncture, which doesn't, it just freaks me out. But yeah, it's exhausting to be disabled. I'm not gonna lie. It's exhausting. But yeah, this is Evan. I think he looks really good. I might finish him off stream and then show you guys in a video. So if you haven't seen my most recent video, I just uploaded a video, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, talking about my worst commission experience ever. And I tried a new editing style, so if you guys want to check it out and let me know what you think, please do. Leave a comment on that video and leave a like and boost it in the algorithm because it only has like 50 views and that sucks. But anyway, I will see you guys later when I'm less exhausted and don't want to cry because my brain hurts. But yeah, thanks for joining my stream.